Hi team, and welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, my name is Lara and this channel is all about productive and purposeful living. This week, we're talking about how to hack your weekend. So if you're the kind of person that gets to the end of your weekend and you go, oh my goodness, I got nothing done, or I really wish that I hadn't gotten to blah 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 and instead I'd done blah blah blah, then this is the video for you. We're going to go through some of the best things that I can recommend for getting done on your weekend. The best ways to turn your weekend from a lazy weekend into a productive one. First up, declutter an everyday category. So an everyday category isn't like a huge massive thing like kitchen or bedroom, but they're much smaller and succinct categories. So things like clothing, shoes, bags, makeup, books, DVDs, knickknacks, those sort of much smaller and easier to manage categories. Go through and have a look at the stuff that you own, the stuff that you forgot that you owned, and the stuff that you can probably pass on to somebody else. If you do end up with a couple of things that you want to pass on, then I would also recommend that you set up a box in your house, somewhere that you can kind of keep in a corner, in a cupboard, that becomes your donations and giveaway box. That way, when you do this every weekend, you can just pop them on in there. While we're on the subject of this box, another thing that you can get done this weekend is take a box of stuff to the op shop. So this is also, op shop in Australia is also thrift store or charity shop, I think they're called in the UK. If this box is full, or you also might have a bag of things that you've already been meaning to take, then it's time to go to the op shop. If you don't, then have a look through your storage space. We all have that storage area in our house. You know the one. It's the one that has like winter clothes and tents and camping gear and that box of stuff that you never unpacked when you moved in. That yoga mat that you said that you were going to go and do some yoga with, but you never really have. That storage area. I want you to go through and clean that one out. Find out the stuff that you can donate, the stuff you can give away, the stuff you forgot you owned, and the stuff that you can chuck. Next up, organize your junk drawer. It's that drawer that you just kind of chuck stuff in. It doesn't really have a designated purpose, but it just kind of collects crap. So usually it's stuff like keys, letters, receipts. Go through, 1, chuck the things that you don't need, and 2, find spaces for the rest of the stuff to live. Once that's done, find a purpose for this drawer or this bowl. So for us, our junk drawer turned into an electronics cords SD cards catch-all. So in designating this bowl a purpose, you'll then fill it with things that are a necessity instead of just letting it be a space that will collect, because if you leave it empty, guaranteed it will collect again. Automate your life. So this is things like automating electronic funds transfers for rent or bills, those kinds of things that come out all the time. For savings accounts, if you want to allocate some money towards that. Automating your life also is setting a regular alarm that will go off every day and you don't have to set it daily. Or setting website blockers. All of these things that can really help you to get down and focused in your day-to-day. I would definitely recommend that you start with your finances, because you'll be surprised that if you set up automatic transfers for things like savings accounts and emergency funds, how quickly those savings will generate. Next up is to clean that place that you always forget. We all have them. For me, it's cleaning out the fridge and organizing the pantry. So that one is my allocated things to clean on the weekend. We all also have a I've been meaning to list. That one where you're kind of like, oh, I'll definitely get around to that at some point. The longer that these items stay on this list, the less likely you are that these things will get done. My dad has a beam in our house that he's been meaning to get to since the house was built. The house was built when I was in school still, and I'm almost 30. Get onto this list now, one item at a time, one weekend at a time. Fix something in your house. People that are able to repair things are becoming a precious commodity in our very fast-paced and disposable world. And I can almost guarantee you that you have something in your house that you haven't disposed of because you're like, but I love it so much. But it's also broken and you haven't fixed it. So either learn those skills, guaranteed you could probably find it on YouTube somewhere, or find someone with the skills necessary to fix it. There are plenty of repair shops still around where you can take your things to be fixed. Otherwise, I'd also recommend places like Airtasker and seeing if you can find someone, a freelancer, that you can hire to fix your stuff. Organize a social outing either for this weekend or the weekend coming up. We are all really busy adults, and adulting can take up a lot of your time, and often we can forget to organize time with other adults. So try and find a time in your calendar that will work. Invite people round for a beer, go out for a coffee, have dinner and board games, organize a date night with your significant other. Whatever process this might be, whatever shape it might take some social time for yourself and for others. The more that you can plan in your time now, the better your upcoming week will be. While we're on the subject of planning your life, I have a video coming up all about planning your life admin day. So if you have a compounding list of stuff that you need to get done and seemingly absolutely no time to get it done in, then I would recommend hitting that subscribe button and ringing the little bell so you're notified when that one goes live. Don't forget to subscribe, like, leave a comment, paint a mural of my face, and as always, thank you so much for hanging out. Peace.